So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 50, right. 55. Check.
On 3rd down, Bryant. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, Parker. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Parker, he's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready. Boy, 51. That's right, man. Go. Watch it. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Parker from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Back to throw. Parker. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Matthews. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Parker to throw on 2nd down. Jones has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check, 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 check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Set. Not a good. 5-5-5. Off. 55's mine.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Let's go now. 70 ending. 55. I got you. I got you, son. I got it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And some space here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno to 6. Bullet,
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Watch the curve. Watch the fucking over. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Parker now to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Check, ready. 60-yard. Let's go, deep in. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Show me that, show me that. 50 wants the mic, 50 wants the mic.
On third down, Matthews. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Parker, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 1st down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cow.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
And a give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll give it here to his running back. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
To throw on second down. Bryant forced out to his left. Going deep downfield for... Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Jaguars 17. Dolphins 16.
Second and 3. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Parker from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Parker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Let's go. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a second and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let him know, let him know.
2nd and 15. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Bryant. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I got you, punk.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. From the gun, Bryant. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
That's going to be a long day.
Back to throw. Bryant. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
That's it. Big hit.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He finds an opening past the 40. And able to haul it in is Kittle. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a handoff here to his running back. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hayes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Barkley. He's got daylight. 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hayes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
Looking to throw. Parker, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal, Miami.
Ready. It's free. To be done.
Back to throw. Parker, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to